Is that good, Griffen? That looks fantastic. Dimitri back there with a very spherical bloodcicle. Good morning, everyone. Hello, welcome to another live post here at the Wildcat Sanctuary. And I'm here with what we call the tiger trio. Of course, there are two tigers here. This would be Dimitri and Griffen, enjoying some bloodcicles on this very warm day, and a sort of new form of bloodcicle here at the Wildcat Sanctuary. We are doing our best to get a true ball formation with the ice, and it seems successful. You might have just seen that ball roll down the hill there with Dimitri. This is really fun, boys, huh? Good morning, everyone. Good to see you. Once again, this is the Wildcat Sanctuary in Sandstone, Minnesota. We are a rescue and sanctuary for 140 plus wildcats in need. And this morning we are here with the handsomest tiger brothers, Griffen and Dimitri. That would be Dimitri right in front of me right now. And I'll kind of pan the camera. You can see Griffen up there with another one of those very spherical bloodcicles, a little different from what we normally do. What do you think, big dude? You have a lot of them. Your caretakers gave you a lot of bloodcicles. That's so awesome. Good morning, Sherry. Good morning, Kathy. Good to have you here. Ellen saying it's a beautiful blue sky. I know. I am so amazed. It is such a beautiful day. I am so happy about it. I think it gets up to 65 today. Hence the bloodcicles, usually something we see in the spring and especially summer. So I think this officially marks spring for me. I hear the birds chirping. It's warm outside. It smells like spring. Good morning, Jeremy. Good afternoon, Kelly. Good to see you here. Hello, Anne. Good afternoon from South Carolina. Saying hello to Dimitri and Griffen as well. These boys have lots of options they're marching around. But I'm hearing some clatter from their neighbors next door. I know that Noah and Elizabeth also got a variety of bloodcicles. Quite a few. What a fun day for the tigers and wild woodlands. Wild woodlands, yes. No, feline meadows. I knew that was a brain fart, an early morning brain fart. Feline meadows is where we are right now with Tigress Elizabeth. What do you think, pretty lady? You have lots of options. You don't know what to choose. Marcy, good morning. Hello. It was finally a sunroof open day in New Hampshire. Oh, that sounds so nice. Maybe it's a sunroof open day here in northern Minnesota. It's definitely fixing to be one. Maria also saying hello to Kiara. So nice, Maria. I always like when Kiara is acknowledged as the only dog here at the Wildcat Sanctuary. Hope everybody's having a good day so far. I know I am. Kathy, thank you for the stars, saying you're running out of stars, but here's a few until I purchase more. Thank you, Kathy. We appreciate it. Stars are always nice to see. A little digital gift here on these Facebook Lives. So many special ways to show your appreciation for the cats, like Noah here, who is marching up. And as you know, it is double donations thanks to Miracle Match right now. And so every little bit goes a long way. What do you think, Noah? Slow to approach, checking it out. Ellen asking if we still have snow on the ground. No snow, and we did have quite a bit of rain earlier this week, actually on Monday on the eclipse day, which has already started to dry up, and I'm sure will dry up mostly today with this warmer weather. But it's mostly all gone. I do not see any snow within my eyesight, so safe to say it's spring. Well, that was sweet, you two. If you didn't notice, those two just exchanged a little chuff. Elizabeth came up behind Noah to check out that bloodcicle on top, and she said, "Hey, I'm here. I don't want to scare you." Had a little nice interaction there, and she moved on to a bloodcicle over to my right. But normally, when you're seeing bloodcicles here at the Wildcat Sanctuary, and I guess I should start with what a bloodcicle is. It's exactly what it sounds like. Caretakers will form these popsicles, tiger-sized popsicles, for the cats that just contain the remains of their meal prep in the morning. So that would be blood, juices as we call them, and then they are frozen in normally bowls or pans. So you're going to see the flatter bloodcicle on top. That's what you normally see from us, but we're trying out a new shape, the ball, which Noah has right here, just for the cats to knock around and make it a little bit more of a challenge. Of course, we're always thinking and trying out new enrichment because our cats are in captivity. We're the first to acknowledge that. We wish they could be wild. But since they are here at Rescue and Sanctuary, and it's our goal to make their life wild at heart, we want to be creative with it. And so I love seeing what caretakers come up with. Another recent installment was drilling holes into the platforms back here so that caretakers can place tuna or other yummy scents for the cats. What do you think, Elizabeth? More chuffs for Noah? I love how respectful these two are of each other. Giving Noah chuffs. Hey, I'm not going to take your bloodcicle. I'm right behind you. And Noah's obviously comfortable with that interaction because he has remained steadfast at working on his treat right in front of him. Marcy, meat runoff sickles. That's another way of putting it. Correct. Good morning, Rosie. Thanks for saying hi to everyone. Ellen, these bloodcicles are huge. You can see Noah's a big, big cat. And that bloodcicle is larger than his paw. You can see his paw there. This is really fun, and quite a few laid out around the habitat. So I think this will be a long-lasting activity for the cats here today. Amy saying, it's wonderful to see you, Noah. I couldn't agree more. We're going to move over to Elizabeth because she's she's moving her sphere around, her bloodcicle ball, trying to figure it out. It's a bit of a puzzle, huh? I think it might have originally been in that donut, so she did move it out. More chuffs for Noah. G'day from Sydney, Australia, Stephen. Good to see you. Amy also commenting on how wonderful it is to see Elizabeth. I always enjoy hanging out with these two. Just like Maria's saying, these two are so sweet. Marcy falling in love with Noah and Elizabeth last September. And look at Noah go. There you go, big guy. I'd say it's probably 55 degrees right now. Definitely warming up. Sun is shining. Yesterday, I hear UTVs in the background, so I feel like it's only fitting to talk about them. But yesterday we came to you live with feeding at Roar Ridge, seeing lots of your favorites and sponsor kitties, I'm sure. But also to launch our 5th Miracle of Miracle match, which is asking you all for a new covered UTV. Wow, Noah, you did it. There you go, big guy. Asking for a new covered UTV. Someone asking earlier if we still have snow on the ground, and we don't, which is a little uncharacteristic for this time of year. But if you remember, last year we had quite a bit of snow for a very long period of time. And those covered UTVs are very, very important to the essentials, the day-to-day life here at the Wildcat Sanctuary. And so whether it's snow or even a big rainstorm, hailstorm, you name it, having a covered UTV keeps everyone safe. In the winter, of course, warmer. And the cool thing about that UTV is that you can also attach a plow to it. So we have 2 covered UTVs right now. Unfortunately, one is on the decline. So we're hoping for another. We are asking for $18,000, which of course will be matched, generously matched, for one of those new covered UTVs. So regardless, we'd appreciate your support on the post yesterday since we were talking about it, but it's also a fun one since we were feeding cats. And if you are interested in donating and having your donation matched, you can do so right here on this post. You can also do so at bit.ly/miraclematch. There are lots of ways to donate and get your donation doubled. And we appreciate all of it more than you know, more than we can even say and put into words. Phyllis, good morning from Washington State. Catching a live for the first time this week. That's awesome. Glad to have you. Maria, Elizabeth is enjoying the sun. Noah's still hard at work, but Miss Elizabeth is taking a break. Central Iowa has the 80s coming this weekend. Wow. That is pretty warm. Wow, that's really impressive. I do want to say that Sunday here is in the low 70s, which I'm really, really looking forward to. Julie also catching a live. A little late, but finally got a live. You're not too late, Julie. We still have a while to hang out and chat with the cats. I think another thing worth mentioning is that WDIO Duluth came down here to check out the cats and, of course, help us celebrate 25 years, and they just released their story on that. We've shared it to the group page, and Judson did an awesome job with that interview. I'd encourage you all to go watch it. Of course, you'll see the familiar faces of the Wildcat Sanctuary that you enjoy each and every day on our social media pages, but we appreciate support from our community, of course, and it's great to spread the word about the cats in a different way. Faith loved these two stunningly striped gentle giants. I love that. Noah is significantly bigger than Elizabeth, but they are both gentle giants. Germ, that's correct. WildcatSanctuary.org is always an easy way to access Wildcat Sanctuary. Yep, our website is always obviously a great resource. All of our educational material is on there, the bios about the cats. If you'd like to donate or sponsor, even sponsorships are matched during Miracle Match. So the website is also always a great place to go. Amy, Elizabeth is catching some rays. It's murky here in Maine. Maine is a beautiful state, though. She is catching those sun rays, Miss Elizabeth. Noah and Tarek are big boys. I know. It's hard to say who's bigger. Tarek's a little taller than Noah, I would say, but both very big boys. Joe, what are these two up to over here, Dimitri and Griffen?
They're both still working on their
bloodcicles. Working on their bloodcicles. Well, let's go check in with them for a bit. I was talking to media intern Joe here. Timo's also out here. The media team is enjoying this nice weather just as they
took a little break. Now they're both there.
All right, internet connection. Hang on for us, please. There's Mr. Griffen. Apparently they took a bit of a break like Elizabeth was doing, but they've made their way back. Ellen also mentioning that Judson did a great job on the fire hose video with the TV station. Yes, so we've had media out here the past couple of days, or I should say for a couple of days within the past couple of weeks. And Judson did a very great job with both of those interviews. What do you think, Griffen? You gonna want to come chuff? Say hi to the people? Thank you for the chuffs. Oh, I can smell that bloodcicle on you, big guy. I can smell it. Thank you for the chuffs. And if you don't know, if you're new here, a chuff is just a tiger hello. So it's very nice of Griffen to come over and share his appreciation for you and check in. And he's off to meander his habitat. Looks like Dimitri is making sure he got the last of those juices off of that trapezoid-shaped toy there. And it might be time to catch some sun rays, perhaps. I thought maybe they might go up to the top of that platform. Faith, Griffen does have the most beautiful floofy ruff, and he's about to show off right now. Finished a meal, and he's going to go groom himself. Yeah, handsome. Look at that ruff. It is beautiful. Their tongues get cold. Got to take a break. Yes, tiger brain freeze, perhaps. Kathy, yo, TWS Wi-Fi, get it together. We have cats to see and love. I know. That's how I feel, Kathy. I know that's how Judson feels. We did have, probably... Now the internet's really just wanting to play games with me, it seems. But we'll stay parked right here with Mr. Noah. We've made our way from Dimitri and Griffen. I walked over here to Noah and Elizabeth to see if the connection perhaps is a little bit better. Hi, Kathy. Good to see you. Good morning, Pam. Thanks for your patience, everyone. I appreciate it, but I know the cats do too. And there's some lion songs. Noah, I was being quiet to listen to the lion songs, but that was just the cutest thing I've ever seen. And look at that paw. Wow, Noah. Wow, Noah. I'm amazed. Obviously, you know, we're out here with the cats 5 days a week. We see them often. But things like seeing Noah's paw and claw wrapped around that bloodcicle, that will never cease to amaze me. That is quite impressive. And look at how strong his toes look. You can even see the muscles, just how powerful he is. That is really neat. Cool, Noah. I really enjoy seeing that too. Yeah, you finally got a good handle on that ball. He pushed it around a little bit, but it seems he's found the good spot. Tanya asking what Noah's playing with. This is a new kind of fun bloodcicle shape, Tanya. Caretakers have been working on ways to make it ball-shaped and more spherical so the cats can push it around. Phyllis, I was just thinking that my cats would lay down on that bloodcicle ball. Well, Noah sure did. He laid down with it. I just can't get over him gripping this with his toe. That is really amazing. Ellen, which lines we're singing? Good question. That would have been Leo and Mansa, and it sounds like Gino might have joined in for just a moment. And then I saw back up here, Marcy complimented me on my chuff. That might be the best compliment you could give me here at the Wildcat Sanctuary. Nothing else, but a good chuff means the world to me, so thank you, Marcy. Thank you, Torben, for sending 200 stars. We appreciate it. Noah's got it down. I want to show Elizabeth. I'm hesitant to move because of the internet, but she is right there, and she was just laying down, but the sound of the UTV made her stand up. And it sounds like you all heard the lion songs too, which makes me happy. Thank you, Lori, for 100 stars. Very kind of you. I think these two, I kind of mentioned this at the beginning of the live, but I love how they respect each other. They have a very good understanding of their own personalities. They're very, very respectful of each other. They obviously like to spend time together. They're being very close right now. They're spending time together. They spend time together inside. But Elizabeth is understanding that Noah probably doesn't want to share. Noah still wants to be by her and near her. And I just love their relationship and how they chuff to each other, how they check in with each other. They're always aware of what the other is doing. Elizabeth likes to spend time alone. They're both independent. It's a great balance with these two. Maria, I agree that Elizabeth has a very beautiful, distinct fur coat. I do think that her stripe pattern is very, very pretty, and she too has a very pretty ruff like Griffen does, as we were talking about earlier. Kathy, bloodcicle ball is more important than the UTV. That's how you know it's good, when it wins out over the sound of the UTV and the caretakers. Kathy, you're cracking me up. Home on the range where Olivia and the cats play, where seldom is heard a discouraging chuff, and the Wi-Fi is not active all day. That's amazing, Kathy. Thank you. I could sing it, but I think I'll skip out on the singing today. I'll just enjoy it as poetry instead. Marcy, thank you. That's another great point. From this perspective, you can really see how large and beautiful their natural enclosures are. Yeah, I mean, especially on a clear day like today, and soon the grass is going to grow in. I mean, I can't even get the entire enclosure in the frame. And of course, our cats also have 24/7 access to those temperature controlled indoor bedrooms. So not only do they have this beautiful outdoor space, but they have that indoor space too if they want to break from the cold or the heat or just to be out of the elements. And we are the only sanctuary actually to offer indoor space like that to all of our residents. Every single one of our residents has 24/7 access to indoor space, temperature controlled indoor space, and that makes the Wildcat Sanctuary very unique and something I'm proud of, something I'm proud to say for the cats here. And they really do take advantage of it. I crack up. They're also spoiled. They're also spoiled, and they love those indoor spaces, as they should be. They should be spoiled, but they love to use their indoor spaces, their outdoor spaces, and just seeing them be able to make those choices is really, really touching to me, and I know touching to all of you. Elizabeth is normally up on the platforms, Ellen. That's another great comment. Specifically back here, Elizabeth really likes this zigzag platform. So it's nice to see her up front, enjoying the sun, enjoying the day, and of course enjoying some time with Noah. Noah's still got a great grip on this. Let me get the fence out of the way there. And he's made a dent. Okay, there we go. He's started to make some progress on this. And Elizabeth says it's playtime. She just moved that barrel. Or maybe she was saying, get out of the way, barrel. I need more space to work on my bloodcicle. Oh, the media team is laughing. We enjoyed this just as much as all of you. And a beautiful sky once again. I have to acknowledge it one more time. They actually have 3 platforms, Maria. They have 3, which is really, really awesome. I think of them as big cat-sized cat trees. Okay, Elizabeth has her own method here. She's trying to bite the bloodcicle now, which might be a little bit of a challenge, although she's made a dent there in the middle. Phyllis, love to see that the grass is starting to green up so early in the year. Soon you're going to have to get some yard work done. I know. I love, love, love when the grass grows up in these enclosures. It is so beautiful, but you are exactly right. That means that we will be mowing. Lots of mowing here at the Wildcat Sanctuary coming up. Winter is for shoveling, summer is for mowing. But of course, we like to keep our enclosures as natural as possible. So we do leave grass, we do leave a lot of the natural flora in these enclosures. At the most, we're going to be mowing paths for the cats, especially for cats like Noah, who do have some physical limitations, who might need some pathways just to help them get around the habitat. But also lots of grass left intact. Of course, you see trees in the enclosures. We want this to be as natural of a space as possible. Gorgeous day indeed, Maria. I'd love to check back in with Griffen and Dimitri, or maybe walk around a little bit more, but I think we might just stay parked right here, everyone, since the internet is being kind at this time. And I also want to take a moment to say thank you for all your generosity during Miracle Match. We mentioned our 5th miracle earlier in this live. We introduced it yesterday, but all of you have been so generous, so generous up until this point. We've met our goal on those other miracles, and I can't say thank you enough. So we're continuing to make progress with Miracle Match, our very, very important fundraiser for us here at the Wildcat Sanctuary. As we are closed to the public, we're a nonprofit, we don't get government funding. So it's all of you that make this possible. Ellen, Noah is being so persistent with his bloodcicle. He is not taking a break. It seems like all the other cats have taken a breather, but not Noah. He is hard at work and he is making progress, so I have to commend him. They do have a Tipsy Tom in this enclosure. These two like their toys. They really, really do. Some cats like toys more than others, but Noah and Elizabeth really like to play. So they have these that you see in the frame. Let's count. So 1, 2, 3. There's a ball back there. 4. We have a couple over here. 5, 6. 6 toys within my view right now. And they play with all of them. Noah and Elizabeth, both of them. I do know that Elizabeth in particular likes that Tipsy Tom, which would be this toy that we were just referring to. And you can see all the claw marks on it too. It has been well used and well loved. Thank you for the stars, Lisa. The cats appreciate it. How much does Noah weigh? Maria's asking. I can't say for sure. I know that Noah did come to us pretty overweight, pretty obese, so he has been on a very, very stringent weight management plan, and he is in great shape now, so we can say that, and props to his caretakers who work so hard to get him healthy. But I'd say that he's probably in that 375 to 400 range, probably more like 400. I do know that Caesar and Logan, who have since passed, they were very, very large tigers, and they were over 500 pounds. So Noah is smaller than them, but still a big boy. I'm gonna say 400, maybe in the 4 to 430 range. Let's see if we can walk over to Elizabeth. I'm keeping my fingers crossed on the internet here. But she also is making great progress on her bloodcicle and intermittently playing with this barrel as well. Thank you, Phyllis. It's always great to see happy, contented wildcats. TWS does such an amazing job of giving all their cats a wild at heart life. Well, Phyllis, we couldn't do it without you. And we appreciate you. I appreciate you for being so active on these lives, too. It's always great to see your comments. Tanya, what did I do for my birthday? Well, it was very nice of you to ask, and thank you everyone again for all the birthday wishes. I actually flew and saw one of my best friends this past weekend, so I got a little bit of a birthday celebration in there. And then for my birthday on Monday, I honestly just had a really chill night with my cats and my dog, all 3 of my furry babies, and it was very relaxing and nice, so I had a great birthday. There you go, Elizabeth. I'm glad we finally caught it on camera. And there we go, as I was saying, there's playful Elizabeth starting to go to town on one of her toys. I miss Caesar and Logan too, Maria. And, you know, speaking of Caesar and Logan, this was actually their enclosure, so it's fitting that we talk. There we go. There we go. I was just saying how tigers Caesar and Logan, who have since passed, lived in this enclosure, which is fitting since we were just talking about them, and I think it's also fitting that we have one of our largest tigers here on the property in this enclosure. It brings me fond memories, as I'm sure it does all of you and the rest of the staff here too. Well, I want to end on a good note. I don't want the internet to keep beating us up. And this is such a beautiful shot. So I think I'm going to wrap up. And we appreciate all your support. I appreciate you. The cats appreciate you. And tomorrow, of course, is Thursday, so you will get a Wildcat wrap-up from Tammy. So be on the lookout for that. And I will talk to you soon. Thank you, and see you next time on a live here at the Wildcat Sanctuary.